What's going on, Met fans, guys? We got some bad news to report, some breaking news that Sean Manea is going to be on the shelf with an injury, an oblique injury, according to Carlos Mendoza. This is horrible news, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy Mets content and Mets news. Guys, let's get into it. Sean Manea in 2024 went 12-6 with a 3.47 ERA. But what made him so important, what made him so great in the second half was the change of the change of delivery. The change of delivery, and he was inspired by Chris Sale. This really made him to be a better pitcher. And he was pitching like an ace in the second half of the season. And Sean Manea was a really, really big part of the New York Mets in 2024 and getting them to the playoffs. Now, he was supposed to be a big part of their rotation in 2025. And now we're looking at what? February 24th. And now we have an oblique injury. According to Carlos Mendoza, he had this injury when he was throwing some bullpen sessions. He felt something, but they didn't want to push it. So it sucks. This guy was working with Johan Santana as well in the spring training complex. This really, really does suck for the New York Mets. Now, where do the Mets go from here? That they can't really make a trade right now. It's kind of late in the season. It's kind of too late to make a trade, to be honest. Spring training started, so I think it's too late. I don't think that the Padres are going to trade Dylan Cease. I don't think they're going to trade Michael King. And it sucks for the Mets because now you got Frankie Montas and Sean Manea on the shelf. Now, Frankie Montas is going to be out a longer. He's definitely going to be out probably to May or June, probably May. But when it comes to Sean Manea with this oblique injury,
he's
going to be shut down. And he's not going to be able to do anything for 9 to 21 days. That's what Carlos Mendoza said. So this really does suck for the New York Mets. Now, where do the Mets go from here? Well, according to Andy Martino, they are staying internally with their organization. They do not want to go outside and get a Jose Quintana and get another pitcher. No, they have confidence in their depth. And when it comes to that situation, it is what it is at this point, because David Stearns, he got the Mets to basically the playoffs and got the Mets to the NLCS in 2024. So we got to have some confidence in him, right, as Met fans. But 2025 is not looking good already to start. Now, where do the Mets go from here? I think apparently Mendoza said the oblique injury it usually heals quickly. Now, is it going to heal quickly? I don't know. Oblique injuries sometimes take some time. But it's weird because Carlos Mendoza said it's a muscle strain and not his ribs. So it's a little confusing. Sean Manea called it an oblique injury when he was asked about it. So I think Sean Manea is a really big part of this rotation. And now you're going to have a thin rotation. Now you're going to have, Kodai Senga. And Kodai Senga's also definitely, you got to watch him for health and all that. So you got David Peterson. You got Clay Holmes. Clay Holmes looked pretty good in his first spring start. Good to see. And then you got guys like Tyler McGill. Now, Tyler McGill, we know that Tyler McGill is the guy that is going to get the starts mostly. He's probably going to be the fourth man. And then either Paul Blackburn or Griffin Canning is going to be your fifth man. Now, what does it do for the six-man rotation when it comes to the Mets? I don't really know. But I think this situation, I really hope they do not go to a six-man rotation, because I don't think the six-man rotation is going to help the Mets at all. Maybe it'll help Kodai Senga, but is it going to help the New York Mets? You're already down two pitchers now. This is a horrible situation for the New York Mets. But, we'll see what happens. I hope that Sean Manea heals quickly. Apparently, the injury heals quickly. But when it comes to the oblique, it sometimes doesn't. So it's going to vary. It's definitely going to vary. Apparently, he could be back in April. He could be back. So I hope that Sean Manea gets better, feels better, and gets healthy. But this is a real blow to the rotation. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. What do you guys think about Sean Manea? How are you feeling? Do you think that the Mets should go externally and go outside of the organization to get a pitcher. And I don't think, unfortunately, that Brandon Sproat or Blade Tidwell or any of those guys is going to get the real shot at the rotation, even if they have a really good spring. We'll see. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed the video, definitely do me a favor, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You guys are awesome. Have a good one, and I'm out of here.